Medical marijuana dispensary in Texas. Marijuana dispensaries exist because federal law prohibits cannabis from being prescribed and filled at pharmacies. What is a dispensary without marijuana? A place that specializes in carrying and selling a specific type of product. So, a marijuana dispensary is where you want to go when you need any type of cannabis product. There are recreational as well as medical marijuana dispensaries, depending on which state you live in. We'll go over the differences between the two, as well as everything you should know about a marijuana dispensary. Welcome back to another episode of MM Doctors, the home of medical marijuana in the state of Texas. Our channel is dedicated to providing you with the facts and knowledge you need to make your own informed decision when it comes to medical marijuana. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss any of our latest uploads, and connect with us on our social media platforms that are listed in the video description along with our website too. The first public marijuana dispensary in the United States is the San Francisco Cannabis Buyers Club, which the late, great Dennis Perrin operated when it started in 1992. Since then, hundreds of medical dispensaries have opened all around California. There are now medical dispensaries in more than half of the states in the U.S. You'll need the necessary documentation before you can enter most medical marijuana dispensaries, so have your recommendation from a qualified doctor before you visit. Unlike a trip to the doctor, you'll likely be greeted by security when stepping into a medical dispensary. This is due to the fact that banks won't take the money from dispensary business, forcing them to deal only in cash. Having that much cash around at all times requires more security than you'd find at a regular pharmacy. Upon entering, there is usually a receptionist that you have to check in with who verifies that you are a legal patient before being allowed to enter into the dispensing area. The receptionist will ask for your patient ID and a medical marijuana recommendation or ID card from a doctor. If your ID is from another state, you may be asked to provide proof of residency. Many dispensaries offer deals and discounted prices to medical marijuana patients. In recreational states, anyone that uses cannabis regularly may be better off getting a medical marijuana card because you will end up saving quite a bit from all the medical discounts, and also not having to pay the high taxes imposed on recreational products. The products you see in a dispensary will vary from state to state. For example, states like Texas don't allow dispensaries to have smokable flowers. You'll only find cannabis derivatives like capsules, tinctures, edibles, lozenges, and topicals. Recreational dispensaries will have cannabis in flower form as well as concentrated forms like kief, shatter, crumble, RSO, Rick Simpson oil, and everything you could find at a medical dispensary. There are also edibles if you want a longer high without the smoke. How do things differ in Texas? Patients may get medical cannabis prescribed if the patient is a permanent resident of Texas. The patient has one of the qualified medical conditions. A teacup registered physician recommends it. That qualified physician decides the benefit outweighs the risk. There is no age limit for prescriptions. Patients under 18 need a registered legal guardian. Patients buy the RX only from the 3 state-approved dispensaries: Good Blend, aka Certera Wellness, Texas Original, aka Compassionate Cultivation and Fluid. Medical insurance does not cover medical cannabis prescriptions. Getting a prescription. Texas's Compassionate Use Program, TCUP, allows board-certified physicians to prescribe medical marijuana for medical purposes. Medical use of these substances is limited to swallowing, not smoking the prescribed dose of the product. The physician will enter a prescription in the Compassionate Use Registry of Texas, CURT. After, the patient or legal guardian can go to any licensed dispensary to buy the prescription. The patient or legal guardian will need to provide ID and patient's last name, date of birth, and last 5 digits of their social security number. CURT is an online system provided by DPS and used by qualified physicians to input and manage the MMJ prescriptions. Dispensaries use the CURT system to search for the patient's information before filling any related prescriptions. That brings us to the end of today's video, all about medical marijuana dispensaries in Texas. What part of today's video did you find the most interesting and learn something new from? Have you tried any products from the state-approved dispensaries? Get involved and let us know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to MM Doctors for even more great content all about medical marijuana, just like this. Thanks for watching. See you again soon in another video.